It is said that StockFish is the best chess engine in this world. But today I am going to show you a game where StockFish was brutally beaten by a chess engine named Tal engine. Today I am going to show you a game of Mikhail Tal. Yes, we are back with Mikhail Tal's game, where StockFish was totally confused with his moves, and he was StockFish was saying that all the moves he was playing were out of his understanding. We will look into the game. First, moving towards the game detail, Mikhail Tal was with white pieces. His opponent was Vladimir Akopian. He was also a grandmaster from Russia. He was with black pieces. Here, Mikhail Tal started off the game with e4. In response, Vladimir Akopian played c5, the Sicilian defense, and we have the old Sicilian defense on the board. And with some developing moves, we finally reach this position. And after this knight develops, we play c3. This is the plan of playing this d4 move, which could lead some space or positional play in the future game. Our bishop was attacked, we moved back. And after this c4 move, StockFish was totally confused with this d4 move. He is saying that this is an inaccuracy. You permitted the opponent to create a passed pawn. Means, is there any logic? He is saying that after this capture in pass like this d3 pawn is an totally passed pawn. Means, is there any logic in this? Means, StockFish has totally brain rotten. This pawn is not really a passed pawn because we can take it with our queen. This queen is not existing on the board as per our StockFish. And this is not a single incident. I am going to tell you some more incidents in the upcoming video. After take, Mikhail Tal doesn't really care about this pawn because in most of the games he really doesn't care about his queen. Then what is the pawn? So first he develops his bishop, and after this move we are completed with our opening. Now we are entered in the middle game. And now Mikhail Tal here trades two of his bishop pairs for his knight, opponent's knight. This was the beauty of the game. In upcoming end game, I will show you how he managed to win with these two knights in an open position, because it is always said that bishops are always good in an open position and knights are always bad in an closed position. But in this video I am going to show you Mikhail Tal's magic, how he turned the table. Let's look towards the game. Now Mikhail Tal played c4 move and castle. Finally black is completed with his development, and now he is ready to put his king on a safe square like this. And after some of the few moves, Vladimir Akopian has started an attack to come on this g7 square and attack this white king. And after some of the few moves, you can see this f4 move was a mistake. What our StockFish is saying that you are putting your king's safety at risk with that push. Okay, first let us look the full sentence what he is saying. You will never be able to move that pawn backward. Who wants to move that pawn backward? It's the game of rule, and a person who is playing the chess knows it, and this person is not normal. This is Mikhail Tal. He knows the rules. He's a grandmaster. He's magician of this chess, and you are telling him you will never be able to move that pawn backward. Means, is this any logic? If a grandmaster is playing a move, there is a logic behind it, some planning behind it, and you are saying that this is a mistake? Let us look. The StockFish is gone mad. Attacks the pawn. Now Mikhail Tal defends it, and after some of the few moves, Vladimir again attacks it. But now Mikhail Tal manages his queen to move on his opponent's half of the board and attack some of the few pieces like this. Now he manages to take one pawn, and after this capture, StockFish said this was again a mistake, and the reason behind it is Mikhail Tal missed an opportunity to recapture a piece. Okay, tell me one thing. All of the black's pieces are defended well. How can you attack or gain a piece? Means there's not really a logic behind it. He's saying you permitted the opponent to create a protected passed pawn. How could he create? Our pieces are not sleeping, they are defending, they are playing, and the player is Mikhail Tal. How could you say that? Means I'm not understanding what StockFish has to say. Now moving towards our further game. Here, StockFish says that this is an inaccurate move. Means it is an inaccurate move to threaten your opponent for a checkmate. Means the StockFish is not really working good. And after attacking this, we just simply defend it. And again, this is an inaccurate. Means today the StockFish is proven and really brutally beaten by our Tal fish, which is Mikhail Tal's mind. And after this move, black is threatening to take because you cannot take, as this pawn is pinned to the king. But Mikhail Tal has some bigger plans. He allowed black to take, and when bishop took, he moved his king, threatening this black bishop to take. And once the black bishop was being attacked, Akopian played a nice little trick, which was f5. Literally, he was attacking this knight on this c3 square, as well as sacrificing this bishop. He is saying that if you take, I just take this knight, and the game is equal. But let us look Mikhail Tal what he played. He played queen to d6. Now bishop moved to attack the rook. Rook moved, and this was the mistake as per our StockFish, because the mistake was he was trying to double up his rook, and that was his mistake. Today guys, StockFish is nearly means very nearly got to death, brutal death, by our chess genius Mikhail Tal. Let's look. Let's continue towards the game. Mikhail Tal took with a great move, and now Mikhail Tal was targeting this f7 pawn. After this check, you can really push this passed pawn. And now StockFish is not saying with this capture, with this move, he allowed black to make a passed pawn. He is only saying when this pawn is here and it was being attacked by our queen. Now there is no attacker on this pawn. We can really promote it. We have also some of the supporters of this pawn like this. Now it is not saying, means there is no answer of this question. Now rook took it, which was the big blunder in this game, because after rook takes, we got an opportunity to play this check, and after rook blocks, we have rook to d8 check. What was the plan behind it? Let us look. If you take my rook, what I have is taking your queen, and it's the check, so it's a check by the rook. If you move your rook, it's pinned to the king like this. You cannot move your king, and once you block with some of the pieces like this, which was the big blunder made by him. And this was not happened in the game. I was just telling you this was the big blunder, because after this move there was a mate in 7. I'll let you this puzzle for you. Comment down in the comments what was the mate in 7. But let us look. After this move, we have an discovered attack on this king. We have discovered attack on this queen. This king is in check. King has to move. Rook takes in the game. Queen took, and we are a queen up from this position. Pawn moved, and after this pawn push, black moved his rook. Mikhail Tal took the pawn, and again after this bishop to e4 move, which was an inaccuracy, Mikhail Tal got an mate in 6 from this position. Can you spot it? Yes. Let me give you the answer. We have rook to g1, attacking this pinned rook, threatening a checkmate on the next move with the queen. So first rook checks, and there is no really defense of this. If you said instead of giving a check like this, what if you defend right this way? This is also a big blunder because again there is a mate in 3 with queen takes g7 check, rook takes. Now we have pawn promote to a queen check, and this is a checkmate. So there was no way surviving from this check. So after this check, Mikhail Tal moves on this e1 square and Akopian resigned here. Means see, what a beautiful and wonderful game. You have no more checks now. The only left is rook to e2 check. After we take this bishop gives the check. Now we move on f2 and now there's no check. You cannot really defend and get relief from this checkmate. Whatever you play, it's the checkmate on the next move like this. This rook is pinned, can't move, and it's a checkmate. So this was the game that I wanted to show you. StockFish was nearly brutally beaten to death by Mikhail Tal's StockFish. It's not really a Mikhail Tal StockFish, it was Mikhail Tal's Talfish. I named it. If you liked it, please subscribe to our channel and like this video because it had took a lot of research for this game. And if you want to know the game played by Donald Trump and Vladimir Zelensky, do watch this.